Well, good night everybody. I was asked to write a poem today for a book on COVID-19, so it's all off the cuff. I wrote it and finished it at 9:30. It's almost midnight. I typed it up and read it a couple of times to myself. Thought I half recorded it on my phone, sent it to some friends, even my brother, but I'm not sure if it even went. But I didn't get through it. I only did the first bit, so I've had a trial run. Anyway, this is by me, Janet Walmsley Heron, written 26th of July 2020, for a friend who thinks a bit like I do, and his wife and his friends do. I haven't got many friends who think like me. Unfortunately, I'm on my own. Well, COVID-19 poem 2020. Oh my goodness, what a mess. Things are getting worse, and COVID-19 did not send them all off in a hearse. It was underlying health causes, and the truth will out. Until then, we all must shout about the lies we've been told. Those who died were for the most old, yes, in the care homes, whose carers worked in more than one and many homes. They spread the flu like the bees do. They, the government, did it wrong, and no one rang a gong. They never minimised the risk and acted quick. Slowly, as if Boris was pissed, before he isolated properly then, instead sending people home from hospitals or elsewhere to spread the flu, or this non-isolated virus called COVID-19, everywhere, far and wide, spreading it with fear. The fear was what spread more than a pandemic, because in reality it was not what it appears to be. Boris was very ill, but his health was never perfect, due to his lifestyle choice. It was bad advice that filled his voice. They shut the door instead of following the data like we follow the weather. Yes, they were all in it together. The lies. There were no clinical trials, no virus isolated, so tests invalid. Everyone who so-called tested positive could have no certainty that they had coronavirus. Many scientists are opponents who confuse us. There were no excess deaths as the politicians debate. People die everywhere. Around 1,500, and winter 2,000 is the normal rate every day. Influenza is a big killer, and it was that which saw off most, or heart attacks, strokes, sepsis, diabetes or more, lack of normal medical operations, and all blamed on COVID-19. There was no clear understanding. All was confusion and uncertainty in the unseen. History will show UK did worse than other English-speaking countries because we slowly followed China blindly. We were on a hobby horse and misunderstanding what interventions to practice. Economic normality left us in the dumps, totally inactive. Praise the Lord, it did not affect our kids' health, not as it did the elderly, vulnerable, and the nation's wealth. There is a huge gradient in mortality. 1 in 50 elderly were affected. 1 in 3 million children, 0.3%. Look, the whole narrative is distorted. Politics, because of the lockdown, they forced on us affects our current atmosphere of confusion and insecurity for many years long into the future. 3 agents kept records: NHS statistics, the government's own historical death record keeping, where you register, and the blatantly dishonest Public Health of England, confusing and double the other statistics recorded anybody who'd had a test even when they never died until a date far in the future. All these unhappy facts should only be within 21 days of testing, not months later. This rotten time in our history must have the truth written now, not later. Coming to which, wear a mask? No, 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 no. It is not proven, and you need to breathe. We need oxygen and fresh air, and only stay at home if you're ill. No, to stay indoors when you are well, that is pure hell. Especially in the summer, it is a bummer. We need to talk and chat and mix. We do not need this isolation for this situation to fix. We need to say no and about our business go. Good night and good bless. I don't care whether you like it or not. I'm trying to tell the truth as I see it. Take it or leave it. I'm not wearing a mask. Only if I'm ill I'll stay at home. If I'm not ill, get fresh air. Thank you. Good night.